Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming. My name is Sabrina Zaidan. I'm fond of performance optimization and scaling, and I'm a huge fan of WordPress Multisite because of the opportunities this system gives in terms of scaling. And today I'm going to show some example how we can use WordPress Multisite to build a lean SaaS app. So first of all, just to make sure that we're on the same page, how many of you know what a SaaS is? Oh, cool. I was prepared just for a few hands and to make an example about Google Documents, like Evernote, Dropbox and stuff. So present SaaS, but it's nice to know that everyone knows what it is. So yeah, software as a service. If you're old enough, you might remember the times when we were buying applications, just paying once for the application, download it to our computer, install it, get license key, and keep all the data on our own computers. But it doesn't work like this right now, right? Right now, if you want to get some software, you just sign up and you get access to it instantly. In no time, you just enter a website with your login and password, and you get it. And everything is stored in cloud. So if you have your laptop stolen or you forgot your phone at home or something, you can access your data from any device in the world just signing up into the network. So yeah, it's really convenient for us as users to use software as a service. But why thinking about running a business with this model? Just look at the numbers. I don't have a clicker, so I'll be running here and there. Yeah, so why SaaS model? In 2018, the average company spent $300,000 on software as a service applications. This is 78% more than the previous year, 2017, and this is twice more than average company spent on laptops. Just think about this: companies are spending twice more on software as a service applications than they do on hardware. So isn't that the nice reason to think about this model when thinking about the startup? Every startup founder has the same worry, that your product won't take off before you run out of money. So the traditional approach is to build the product and then present it to the public. But the problem is that after the months of work and tons of money spent, you might find out that the product you built doesn't meet the market expectations, and no one wants to buy it, actually. So the lean methodology is aimed to hedge the risk and help you find the product market fit as soon as possible. It all starts with minimum viable product. You build a minimum viable product that has just enough features to start collecting the validated feedback from your users, and then you improve this minimum viable product to the next stages. So the minimum viable product should use as few resources as possible. A core component of lean startup idea is this build, measure, learn loop. You build a minimum viable product with that idea. Then you collect the feedback from your actual customers, not imaginary ones. And you learn from that and iterate this process as fast as you can. So the effectiveness of business is determined how fast you can iterate this process to find the perfect product market fit. The goal of lean startup methodology is to create and distribute the product the real customers want, not the product you think they want. So the question is, And in order to deliver such kind of product, the development process should be, its application should be easy to build, it should be customizable, and it should be scalable. And the question is whether WordPress is the right system to do this. And yeah, it is. Actually, this is exactly what WordPress co-founder Matt Mullenweg did with a few companies he runs: WooCommerce, WordPress.com, Akismet, WordPress, and some others. So WordPress Multisite, how many of you know ever worked with WordPress Multisite? Oh, cool. Yeah, so you know that WordPress Multisite is it lets you create network of websites running on the single instance of WordPress. So you have a bunch of sites running on the single code base and database using the single WordPress install. But they can be a bit like separated from each other, but ruled from one administrator. So I was helping development teams to build networks of websites for the last 4 years. And as far as I can see from this experience, WordPress Multisite can be an ideal platform for developing software as a solution, software as a service application. So let's see why. First of all, because it's very, very scalable. This is the numbers of the largest WordPress multi-site in the world, WordPress.com. This is from the previous year, 2018. I don't have updated numbers right now, but I suppose that it's even bigger right now. So can you imagine this number of websites? Like, it's 9 digits, right? Can you imagine this number of websites running on the single instance of WordPress? That you can reach just with one click right from your dashboard. So this is a brilliant example of software as a service application built with WordPress Multisite. We all know how easy it is to create a website with WordPress, right? But many people don't want to bother with that. They are eager to pay a few bucks not to do this. And WordPress.com gives them this opportunity. They take care about setting up DNS, setting up domain names, database, code base, security, caching, everything. And you can access your website with your computer or even mobile phone and just start writing posts or whatever. So this is the service that WordPress.com offers. Give me a second. Okay, so WordPress multi-site really scalable, and it's also easy to build. The WordPress ecosystem from the start designed to make the development process as fast and easy as possible. It's famous 5-minute install and might another 10 minutes for WordPress multi-site. And right after this, you got to build a built-in user system with all those roles and capabilities, and you can create custom roles with custom set of capabilities for your project. It's very flexible. Then you have plugins. You don't need to custom code everything from the scratch, because you can use just like ready-to-go solution. The simplest example is WooCommerce. You don't need to custom code e-commerce from the scratch. You just install WooCommerce and you have everything, custom codes. You have shortcuts, coupons, affiliate program. You have payment gateways just out of the box. So the plugins for everything, and separate environment for each site. You can set up different theme for different sites in your network. You can set up different sets of plugins for different sites in the network, and it's very flexible. But everything is ruled by one administrator, so you can keep everything under the control and set the boundaries for the local administrator in this process. And the last but not the least, the domain mapping thing. Since recently we have inbuilt domain mapping feature in WordPress Multisite, so you can use not just subdomains, but top-level domain names to create your network. Let's see how it works. We'll see later. And the next one is customization, right? So the appearance, you can, just like in our single WordPress install, we can do in Multisite whatever we want, like set any appearance ever. We can use custom post types and connect them in the network. We can use custom fields to bring or to structurize all the data, and we can like synchronize them across the network. And also, of course, hooks and filters that we can use across the network and for the and on per site basis. So the next reason why WordPress Multisite is a nice fit for SaaS app is the readiness for the first development. Almost any third-party service you can think of will have a plugin for integration with WordPress. So you won't need to look for the API and custom code anything. That makes our lives as developers pretty easy as well. And the last one, it's easy to use because you have the same dashboard as in regular WordPress install, but just with that number of websites in it. But it's the same familiar WordPress dashboard. So, an example, right? This is a live example of the site we made. This is service providing meal plans for different diets. User signs up, picks the diet, and he gets the ready-to-go meal plan for the whole week, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 5 meals per day. Every meal contains recipes, and recipes contains products, and everything is structurized. No data is put into editor. No data is stored as regular text. So everything is stored separately and can be navigated through the whole network. Let's see how it works. So the idea behind this service was to free up the user from the worries what to eat tomorrow. All restrictions, or dietary restrictions, are set in the system, so no worries what to eat tomorrow. If I can eat this product today, what should I buy for the next week? Because everything is ready. So what we did, we installed WordPress. We set up WordPress Multisite for that. Then we set up domain mapping, so every language has its own subdomain. For English, it's primary domain, and for other languages, it's subdomain, like ruclub.com, es. And then each diet has got its own website as well. So you see that this is a subdomain setup, and then it's subdirectory setup. You can do that out of box with WordPress Multisite. So we used WP multi-network plugin for this. It allows you to create network of networks. That's what we did. And by this, actually, we've got half an app ready in a day. So the next step was just to plan the structure. We had that idea that if it's meal plan for the week, it's like kind of table with every day of the week, five meals per day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and 2 snacks. So we were thinking about the content and planning it with pencil and paper, but some kind of mind map tool can be used for this. I used Xmind to make this scheme for the slides. Yeah. So after we planned the content, it was obvious that 3 custom post types needed for this. Okay. So custom post types: meal plan, recipe that goes into meal plan, and products that go into recipe. To create them, we use plugin custom post type UI, which made it pretty easy to create custom post types and set the settings for each of it. And then obviously some taxonomies. We needed some taxonomies, so we added taxonomies diet stage, because you can't eat the same products on the different diet stages. You have taxonomy for that. And the meal type, like you can imagine, right? Recipes, whether it's soup or it's dessert, so we have another taxonomy for that as well. And this was done with custom post type UI. So that's how it looks in WordPress dashboard. Pretty simple. So the next step that we did was like using all possibilities that advanced custom fields, right? That's a great plugin almost everyone uses because it's really, really handy. And so we used it as well. In Pro version, there are a lot of types of fields that are extremely convenient. For example, repeater field. Just as an example, this is the custom post type recipe, and there we have ingredients like products that goes into this recipe. Repeater field lets you put it just once, and then you just pick as many products as you need and can point the amount of this product. So no need to make a separate custom field for each ingredient. So that's what we did, the name, the picture, the list of products, and we also used that repeater field for steps of preparation of cooking. There is also the time of cooking, the servings, and they are all made with advanced custom fields. So this is how it looks on the front end. It's in Russian, but I think it's understandable that the main picture, then we have this list of ingredients. This is all done with advanced custom fields, right? And the steps, it's a repeater field as well. So it's just image and description, and these are the steps. Then this is the example of custom post type meal plan. This is how it looks in the dashboard. So it's just the table where you can pick with graphic interface the recipes you need, and it makes pretty easy to make the meal plans, because we have 52 meal plans for each diet in each language, and it was crucial to make this process of combining meal plans really easy for editors. So with advanced custom fields, it was easy to do. And this is how it looks on the front end. Just a table. If you click on some recipe, you'll go to recipe page, see how it cooked. If you click the link on the top, you'll see the list of the products for the whole week. If you click on the name of the day, on Monday, for example, you see the list of the products needed for this day. So as everything is put in advanced custom fields, you can do a reverse query with it. And for example, when you go to the product page, for example, carrot, you can see all recipes that have carrot inside them. We used Gutenberg for landing pages. It was pretty easy, very quick. So, and like the final step was turning everything into software as a service, adding WooCommerce and Paid Membership Pro. With those two, we got everything set up just in a few hours. And it was ready to sell products application. So all done, success. Yeah, sorry. One slide before. Okay. I'll tweet the link to these slides, so no worries. You'll see it a bit later. Yeah. So yeah, is it done? Is it okay? Success? Hooray? No, because the idea of lean startup is learning from iteration. So this is like ongoing process. Once you do something, then you collect feedback, and then you repeat and repeat it again. Maybe get rid of some features, add some features. This is the whole idea. So this is the example how WordPress Multisite can be used to build a SaaS app with like, I won't say like no time, but really quickly. It's customizable, it's flexible. Okay, it's flexible, it's ready for the further development, and it is extremely scalable. This talk is not meant to be all-inclusive, but just to give you an idea and maybe some inspiration for your next tries. So thank you for being here, thank you for attention, and I hope it was useful. Yeah.
Thank you, Sabrina.
Yeah.
It was nice, really great example how to do that.
I'm sorry, just to add, the last slide. If you want to have some more examples of SaaS apps built with WordPress Multisite, there is a nice place to know that WordPress TV, you can search there, WordPress.org showcase.
Come on, take a photo.
Yeah, and there are a few interviews with WordPress Multisite developers on my website, and you can check that as well. So yeah, and I'll tweet the link to the slides, so no worries. Thank you, sorry.
Thank you, no, it's okay. So questions, who has questions? Come on.
So what was your experience with the multi-network plugin?
I can't hear.
What was your experience with the multi-network plugin? What did you use the multiple networks for exactly? And how did other plugins work in a multi-network environment? Because from my experience, even plain multi-site with a single network, some plugins don't play that nice.
I'm really sorry. Is this echoing for you too, guys? Because I can't hear. Yeah, can you repeat, please?
This is the mic.
Okay. What was your experience with the multi-network plugin, and what did you use the multiple networks for?
Why we use multi-networks? That's easy, because we have separate website for each language, and we don't have like the same recipes for the different languages. It's different subsites, administrated by different people.
So it was used to group the subsites by language.
Sorry?
It was used to group the subsites by language.
It was used to make the network of networks. So we did the one network per one language, and then inside these subsites for each diet. Yeah, that's why we used it.
What was your experience when you used a lot of other plugins? Did they all work well in the multi-network environment?
Yeah, sometimes there are bugs. Sure. How we can avoid that? Yeah.
Yeah, that's just.
Yeah, but that's why we are all developers, right? Yeah. Okay, if you got any questions later, maybe I'm here. Yeah, and I love to talk about multi-site. Yeah. Thank you.
Let's have a coffee.